Hello guys, Mr.orange here, and welcome back to a brand new video of City Skylines Xbox One Edition. So, welcome back in our beautiful big city of Orangewood, and in today's video guys, we're actually gonna build something pretty special in this video, and maybe do some small changes into our city, but most of all, let's actually get right into this video, and let me actually show you what do we actually unlocked in the previous video. So, if you cannot see what I pretty much unlocked in the previous video, we actually unlocked this business park. So what this pretty much building is pretty much like a big arch, and actually, it reminds me from a very famous place somewhere in America. I don't know where is it, but it looks like a pretty cool looking building, or actually a pretty cool looking park. And most of all, we may be gonna place some crematoriums, or not crematoriums, but we are actually gonna build some cemeteries, because if you cannot see, most of our people maybe want, you know, cemeteries. If you cannot see in the previous video, we actually built one right here. And it looks like actually people maybe want cemeteries than, you know, burning down the bodies. They just want to maybe bury the bodies in the ground. But for the most part, guys, let's actually don't talk about that anymore, and let's actually get right into the video, because I actually want to build this park because this park looks pretty amazing, or this arch, whatever it's called. So let me actually go all the way towards here, and let me see what this park actually does, what it says. So for those people, okay, for those busy lunches hours and teeny breaths of fresh air, office workers like to visit the business park. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So what I was actually thinking about doing here is actually maybe placing it somewhere around here, because I think it's gonna maybe make some people happy in Healy Square, and maybe some people in Purple District, but most of all maybe in Healy Square. So let's say what I thought about doing here is actually maybe placing it somewhere around here, in this area right here, like maybe somewhere around in the middle. So let's say I'm actually gonna place it somewhere around here, but it's gonna create some noise pollution, but not a lot. So let's say I'm actually gonna place it right here, maybe. So how does that look like? Okay, that looks actually pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool looking arch. It actually like points right at the city right here. Like, look how amazing that looks. Okay, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Did it actually made some people happy? Let me see. It actually made a decent amount of people actually happy, so that's a very good thing to see. That's a very good thing to see. But I hope that's gonna do pretty good. So how many people right now inside of the arch? Not a lot of people. There's literally 0 people. But I think we have to wait a little bit till more people are gonna come in, and most of all do some stuff there. I don't know, maybe have a lunch, maybe have a great time. But okay. Let's see, can we maybe place some more cemeteries? Because if you didn't remember in the previous video, I think people want cemeteries then maybe, you know, burn down the bodies, because, you know, burning down a dead body is kind of like a sad thing, but if you just burn them, then that's maybe, you know, the people will maybe feel a little bit comfortable and whatever like that. So what I thought about doing is actually maybe placing 2 more. I'm not gonna put like a lot of like, you know, cemeteries, because otherwise we're gonna have a small little problem right here. So let's say I'm actually gonna place a cemetery, maybe somewhere around here, because that's maybe kind of a good idea, because I don't want to place too much. I don't want to, you know, destroy a lot of buildings. So let's say I'm actually gonna place one right here, maybe. There you go. So that's looking not bad. There's a lot of people happy. Wow, actually a ton of people happy. And maybe we could maybe place a cemetery in New Orange, because if you cannot see, most of all dead people, most of all dead, okay, apologies for my bad English, but if you cannot see, there's a lot of dead bodies right here, just, you know, a lot of dead people right here. So let's see if we can maybe place a thingy right here, maybe a cemetery would be kind of a good idea. But the problem is this area is not that flat here, so I hope it's gonna work out maybe with 2 cemeteries. Let's see what will happen if 2 cemeteries actually work together and maybe collect all of the bodies. So I hope that's maybe gonna do the job for right now. But okay, there's some abandoned buildings in New Marsh. That's actually pretty sad, but, you know, stuff happen, you know, buildings get every day abandoned in our city. But okay, how is Beechwood doing? Because if you didn't remember, we actually expanded this place a little bit, maybe. Yeah, you know, there's not a lot of traffic here. I was expected to have a lot of traffic here, but there's not a lot of traffic. But I think there's a lot of traffic right here. Yeah, there's a little bit of traffic here. Because what I thought about doing here is let me actually go all the way towards here, and let me go here. And what I'm actually doing is actually let me take out a highway ramp, and what I thought about doing here is actually connecting it right towards here, because that would be kind of a good idea. So it's a little bit of a shorter journey for those people. So let's say I'm actually gonna do something like this right here, if I can do this somehow. It doesn't look like I can do much about this. Hang on, let me just try to make this a little bit organized somehow. It doesn't look like I can make it organized, but just let's actually try to work with this maybe. Let's see how does that look like. That actually looks, you know, that looks fine. I hope it's gonna work, because I see some people right now using it, so that's a very good thing to see. So we're gonna keep that, you know, I will maybe change it up a little bit, maybe make it a little bit more curvy, because if you cannot see, it doesn't look that great right now. But I hope that's gonna do the job for right now. Okay. So, for the most part, there's a lot of dead bodies here. For most of all in Beechwood, for some reason. There's a lot of dead bodies in Beechwood. That's kind of depressing, not lying. But I hope it doesn't get worse, because that would be kind of a bad thing. So, there's not a lot of dead bodies here. Do we have any dead bodies in... Actually, oh, wow, our city's actually doing so bad right now. Why do we have so much crime, like, instantly? Like, there's so much stuff going on here. So, like, so much bad stuff is going on in our city. Like, I don't know what is going on here. Like, a lot of people complaining about dead bodies. Then we have crime. Then we have that and this. It's kind of getting out of control, not lying. Our city is actually kind of getting out of control. So, I hope it doesn't get worse, because Mountain District is actually doing pretty good. Umber Heights is actually doing not bad. Linden Square is actually complaining about a lot of stuff. A lot of dead bodies, most of all. And here, there's a lot of people complaining about, you know, crime. So we could maybe place a police headquarters. Would be kind of a good idea. So, because if you cannot, we only have a police station. That's not going to do a lot for us. A small little police station. So let's say I'm maybe gonna place maybe a police headquarters somewhere around here. So I hope that's maybe gonna do the job for right now. I hope. So yeah, if you cannot see, there's a lot of crime right here. There's some, you know, people complaining about crime, like okay, crime rate is high. Okay, I know, but don't worry, we have a finger right here, police headquarters. So that's maybe, I hope that's gonna do the job for right now, because there's a lot of crime and some pretty bad crime. So our population is actually still growing. It's still going strong. But it's actually kind of getting out of control. Our population is actually, I think it's going, you know, it's growing pretty fast right now. So, how's the traffic doing here? That's doing not bad. Okay, I hope it doesn't, I hope it, you know, I hope it's gonna do much better than before. But okay, for the most part, that's gonna do the job for right now. So let's look around a little bit here. So, right now everything's doing pretty good, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, for the most part, everything's doing okay-ish for right now. So, so how's Linden Square doing here? Not bad. You know, we pretty much already took a look at it, but if you cannot see, there's so much dead bodies here. You know, let's say I'm actually gonna place a crematorium here, or not a crematorium, but a cemetery. I don't know why I say too many. I don't know about you guys out there, but I say too much cemetery or crematorium. So, let's say I'm actually gonna place a cemetery somewhere around here. Maybe it's gonna destroy a lot of buildings, but I hope that's gonna maybe help with our dead bodies right here in our city, because it's kind of getting out of control. But for the most part, I hope that's gonna do the job for right now. Okay, so there's some abandoned buildings. There we go. Look at our dead bodies. It's doing much better here, and the police headquarters are actually doing a pretty good job. I don't see any crime right here, so that's a very good thing to see. There's some people complaining about noise pollution. Well, I hope it doesn't get worse, because that's kind of a bad thing to see. But okay. Oh, what is that? Oh, actually, what did I just saw? What did I just witness? I think I saw like a little okay, literally a house just drowned in the water right here. Okay, that's pretty weird. That's literally the first time that I saw that. A house just drowning, just building on a plot of land and already drowning. Yeah, we cannot see, the water is so close to them. Like, look how close. I'm actually kind of surprised that their house is actually, you know, staying upright right there. But I hope it doesn't. I hope their house is not gonna sink to the ground, and it would be kind of a bad thing. So, dead bodies are still doing pretty bad here in Linden Square. I hope are there any hearses right now getting used? Yes, only 2. But for some reason, why only 2? Like, it says like we can use like 13. Why are there only like 2 using? It's pretty weird. But I hope it's gonna work out. You know, I hope it's gonna do the job for right now. Okay, so we have more abandoned buildings here in New Marsh. There you go. And how's Northwich doing? How's Northwich Park doing here? Doing pretty good. I don't see a lot of complaints, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. You know, what I thought about doing is actually maybe placing a park here. Because, you know, for the people in Northwich, because they're so happy, they don't complain a lot of things. So, let's say I'm actually gonna place a park right here, because they're such nice people, they don't complain a lot and whatever like that. So let's say I'm actually gonna place a large playground for the kids who live in this area, because I bet it's a little bit boring here. Maybe a small playground would be kind of a good idea. Actually, do we only have? Oh yeah, Oh, do we actually have a playground right here? Is that a playground? No, that's a plaza with trees. Okay, so let's actually maybe place a small little playground for the kids right here to run around and just be crazy a little bit. So I'm actually gonna place it right here, maybe. There you go. We're gonna have a little park right here, and more people are gonna be happy. Okay, so that's gonna do okay. City's actually kind of doing bad right now, but I hope it's gonna get better. But okay, Green Heights is actually doing okay. Not, you know, it's not perfect, but it's doing okay. So, let me take a look how many people right now using public transport, because I'm actually kind of curious, like every video pretty much. Okay, now the metro station is actually getting used a lot. That's a very good thing to see. The boats are actually getting used pretty nice. Okay, they're getting actually used pretty good. But for the most part, public transport is actually doing pretty much doing the job that it's supposed to need to do. So, let's just destroy these abandoned buildings, and there it goes. So, let's see, how's Beechwood doing? There's a little bit of traffic here. That's actually kind of a bad thing, but I hope it doesn't get worse. Because it's actually kind of getting backed up right here. That's kind of a small problem. How's our traffic doing here? Okay, that's doing much better right here. Yeah, that's doing much better. You know what we can do is actually maybe destroy this, maybe. Because right now it's gonna back up right here. So I'm just gonna destroy this. And I hope this area is not gonna get backed up with traffic again. So, that's gonna do for right now good. Okay, the traffic is actually doing pretty bad in kind of at Beechwood, but I hope it doesn't get worse. But for the most part, let's see. How's our park doing right here? Oh, that actually looks so beautiful at night. That actually looks pretty beautiful. How many people are right now visiting it? 47 visitors and 10 tourists. That's actually pretty good to see. People are using the, you know, the thingy, the big business park or the arch, whatever it's called. But okay, let's just destroy that abandoned building or whatever like that. But if you know this arch or something like that, because I know it's a very famous arch somewhere in America. If you know if you know the arch name or whatever the place of it, put a comment down below, because I'm actually very curious what is this pretty much this arch all about, and pretty much like that, because I'm actually kind of interested in that arch. Okay, traffic is actually doing pretty bad right here. Not lying, it's actually kind of getting backed up right here. Yeah, that's actually doing pretty bad, but you know, I hope it doesn't get worse. But you know, that's kind of a problem with this game. Like, I really need mods in this game, really. Like, mods are like the #1 thing that I really need in this game, because that would be kind of a useful thing. But okay, I hope it doesn't get worse, because I'm actually kind of worried about that traffic. Because if you didn't remember, we actually built this bridge some video, and I hope you know, I thought it's gonna do the job maybe sometime, but it's actually doing pretty bad right here, the traffic, but I hope it doesn't get worse. But okay, so how many people right now is using the train station not to the district? I'm actually kind of curious. 0 people. Okay, that's pretty bad. Literally nobody's using it, so that's kind of a bad thing. So how's our education doing? Elementary schools are doing fine. We could maybe place another one. Where should we actually maybe place another elementary school? Actually, I think we don't need an elementary school, so I don't think about maybe building that. But okay. For right now, things doing fine. How's our water and power doing? Okay, water and sewage is actually doing pretty good. Power and whatever like that is doing pretty good. But for the most part, what I thought about doing is actually maybe placing another park. Because why not? Because Northwich deserves a park. Because it's like literally like this is actually the most like quietest city that I ever built. Like, there's not a lot of traffic here. It's pretty quiet here. And how many people are right now living in Northwich? I'm actually kind of curious. So it looks like 10,000 people are actually living here. Okay, that's pretty weird. And there's not a lot of traffic here. Kind of impressed right now. But you know, let's actually maybe place another park, because that's kind of a nice thing to do. So let's see. Let's find a small little park. I don't want any big parks. Maybe a large park. No. Okay, we don't want any large parks. Maybe a park with trees. Yeah, that's a little bit too big. Maybe a small park would be kind of a good idea. Yes, it would be kind of a good idea. But do we have smaller parks? Maybe a plaza with picnic tables would be kind of a good idea. So, let's say I'm actually going to place it somewhere around maybe here. Or maybe here, maybe. That would be kind of a good idea. I don't know. We should, you know, let's actually maybe place it around here, maybe. Yeah, that looks fine. Actually, they're actually gonna have a pretty nice looking view right here. Like, look at this. You know, they can have a little bit, you know, a little bit of a chat. You know, they can enjoy their food and a nice view of the bridge and whatever like that. Okay, you know, I'm actually really loving the place of Northwich. Northwich is a very nice place to live. Not lying. But okay. For the most part, everything's doing okay. But what I'm actually doing is actually gonna end off this video right here because we actually pretty much did what we need to do. We pretty much built some pretty interesting stuff in this video. We pretty much built this business park right here, and we did some small things in Northwich and in general small things with summer retreats or whatever like that. So what I'm actually doing, guys, is let me find a beautiful view to end our video right here. So let me actually go to, let's actually maybe go to Hilly Mania. Let's actually have a nice view of Hilly Mania right here, or maybe let's actually have a beautiful view of our whole city. So what I'm actually do, guys, is actually end off this video here. So make sure to subscribe and like. It would be amazing if you could do that. It would be pretty amazing of you. And yeah, you guys, see you next video. Bye.